just wanna play, I wanna sing my song, I just wanna run and not be gone too long. 'Cause this time is precious still, I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream, no one's taken that from you, only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside, look deep into your heart, and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
good morning, good morning, Celebration Center and friends. Lots of good conversations, lots of laughter, lots of music. So we're here, and I'm so grateful to be here. My name is Irina Kurashevitz, and I'm a practitioner and a host for the day. So before we start, just let's take a deep breath together to celebrate life. Just take a deep breath in and breath out. And just feel yourself in this moment, wherever you are. If you're still driving to the center and listening to us through the social media, or you're at home, or you're somewhere else. Even if you cannot hear my voice now, I know that you're in perfect moment, that you're alive. And I'm grateful for that, for my life, and for the life of everyone who can hear me or who even doesn't know about my existence. And I would like to share the news before I start everything. So, as you know, our center is supporting the two centers for spiritual teaching chapters for spiritual living in Ukraine. And lots of things going on. You know, there are lots of sad things. But today, the centers are doing wonderful. The two centers are working and they teach classes, they do other activities. And today, I want to share joyful news. Yesterday, the new life appeared. One of our practitioners got a new grandbaby. So it's a boy, and his name is Maxime. So he's a Max. And we celebrate new life. Yes. So, with that, give yourself a round of applause because you're here today. And we are very grateful for you to be here. And we happy to meet new friends, to meet those who we know for so long. And we are grateful for all who joining us in physical shape, online, in spirit. So if you're here, we have a cream colored card that you can fill in and let us know who you are, and we will be in touch with you. If you watch us online, there is this QR code that you can use, and you can send us all the information. You also send it to Reverend Faith, I guess, all the information. You can find her contacts on our website, celebrationcenter.org, and we'll be happy to stay in touch and to become friends. So we have a wonderful service planned for you today. We are going to have a very special speaker today. It's our own senior minister, Reverend Faith Woods. Give us a round of applause. Our musician today is Doug Wilcox. Give him a round of applause. Our platform practitioner today is Rich Kurashevitz. And Ivor, with his ladybug thing on his head, is our sound and video genius. So give him a round of applause. So, and with that, I would like to introduce our guest musician today, Doug Wilcox. So one thing you need to know about him, that his music goes to your heart and to your head. So what I invite you to do is to open your hearts, open your mind, and just receive the music, the art, the talent of Doug Wilcox.
Good morning. We all have bad days, but this is a little song that reminds us that that doesn't have to be the case in the end. It's called A Long Day. Long day, where's the light that you expected? No way you want to do that again. The tunnel narrows way out there into the distance. No light nowhere. Take a breath and gain perspective. Is this vision all that you perceive? You don't have to play detective to find the light inside of you. Yeah. How long have you been adding up those heartbreaks? Square one brings you back to home. That bright treasure you hold out there on your horizon, where they really mean all you need. Come on back to where the hurt don't matter. Shake the fog out of your weary eyes. Feel that weight begin to shatter. Let your heart galvanize and breathe, 'cause your life depends upon it. Believe you can overcome. Feel that light gathering before you, your dreams and you are one. Yeah. Long day, better now than you expected, on a journey with no end.
Thank you, Doug. My name is Rich Kurashevitz, and I'm a licensed retired practitioner here at this center. Please say our purpose together with me. Celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. Practitioners are trained to pray in all circumstances and for anyone and everyone. You may submit a prayer request and put it in the basket on the table on the side. You can go to our website, to the QR code, and put in a prayer request. These prayers will be prayed on by the Ministry of Prayer for an entire week. You may ask a practitioner for prayer and at any time, and after the service you can ask a practitioner for a 1-minute miracle, and we have a room off to the side to do that. Today's reading is from 365 Signs of Mind, September 24th, by Ernest Holmes. The one life within me is mighty to heal. I recognize that the divine spirit that flows through me is really the presence of love. The words I speak from a consciousness of this indwelling power. My thought is ever inspired from this source of all inspiration, the divine creative imagination of the living spirit. Daily, I am renewed by the divine life, led by divine intelligence, and guarded by divine love. I focus my vision on this indwelling harmony, knowing that as I contemplate this inward perfection, I shall manifest it in my life. I invite you to enter this sacred time in our service with a 3-part breath. Breathe in, hold, breathe breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Feel how you are supported by your chair and the ground beneath your feet as you deepen your breath and bring your awareness to the present moment. Allow everything else, the worries, concerns, to-do lists, and busyness to fall away as you simply relax in the now. Focus on your heart center, the secret place of the Most High within. And so we pray, God is all there is, the Alpha and Omega, the Creator and the creation, all life and everything there is. There is nowhere where God is not, for God is all substance, matter, energy, and light. I am that I am. I am some part of the one life and unified with the one power, presence, and mind. The kingdom of heaven is within as I raise my consciousness to unify with it. I am perfect, whole, and complete. And just as I am perfect, whole, and complete, each and every one is perfect, whole, complete, eternal, and immortal. I declare that our word is divine and creates to manifest our desires as we believe and have faith. I know we live affirmatively and confidently through spiritual self-reliance and focus on those things we desire. We cannot but help to manifest those desires according to faith, love, and the law of good. It is God's good pleasure to give us the kingdom of heaven, which is already within us. I know that the entire universe conspires to manifest our heart's desires, for it is done unto us as we believe. The universe is peace, good, and love. I am so very grateful for the truth that sets us free and for a universe of peace, good, and love that is manifest throughout all life. I'm so very grateful for the law of good that fulfills all of our legitimate desires in accordance to our faith. I'm so very grateful for life, love, peace, divine intelligence, and good. They are abundantly available and ever present. I am grateful for all the blessings in life, for the gift has already been made, and it is up to us to accept it. And I release my word unto the law, where it is already known in the mind of God. It will not return unto me void. I do give thanks that this is so, and so it is.
was a shadow of myself, ooh, yeah, turning circles in the night, feeding my own darkness with one hand on the switches, yeah, just to flick my wrist, just to feel alright. I was a one-man hungry, could not see my point of view, begging myself for insight under the hot lights. When I could not take a sign, I could not see the truth. Well, oh, get back on top, my friend. It don't that feel good to feel good again. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can go to pieces for your peace of mind, but you're always gonna end up broke when you're left with just a piece of yourself. Well, it's amazing how tightly you can hold. Oh, you're back on top, my friend. It don't that feel good to feel good again. Hey, ain't it strange to go looking for yourself? I mean, who will go to make the search? Yeah, yeah. I left my body behind, left my mind wander, but I was leaving someone in the love, in the love. Oh, you're back on top, my friend. It don't that feel good again. Oh, you're back on top, my friend. It don't that feel good again. Don't it feel good again. It don't it feel good, feel good. Yeah, 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 well, right.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you very much. That song kind of leads us into today about not getting stuck and where we are and going beyond that. So, um, first of all, I want to welcome everyone here, everyone who is in the room, and everyone online. And I would like you to breathe and maybe look at a person and say, I appreciate you for being here today. I appreciate you and thank you for being here today. I appreciate you and thank you for being here. I can't remember her name. So we have a guest here in the room. Yeah. And then we have another person who's come in that Arena knows. And it's very exciting right now here. So, no, that's okay. That's okay. So, I just want you to know that when people really appreciate being appreciated, right? And they appreciate being thanked also. And it's the truth is that we don't often say that, or we don't say it often enough, I think. So I'm going to invite you to do that. This is our sharing day, the day when I'll give you opportunities to say what's on your mind. If it's about something in my talk, that's great. If it's about something else, we're going to, we can share that too along the way.
So I'm going to give you some brief thoughts for perhaps some conversation later. There was a wise man who was once asked the question, the whole question, what is the meaning of life? And the wise man said, life has no meaning. Life has no meaning. You came here to give it meaning. And I really like that answer, that it's ours to do, ours to say, here's the meaning of life based on the idea that there's only one here present, and it's love and joy and peace. How do we bring those attributes and have meaning in our lives? Now, some of you may have heard that I am going on a sister trip in October. I'm going a sister trip. I'm going on a trip with my sister. And some of you may know that I do Zentangle. And if you don't know what that is, I will explain it. Zentangle. You'll see it in a minute. So I learned it during the pandemic. I taught my sister one time when I took a trip out to Ohio. She has glommed onto it, and people are asking her to teach them. So in Mystic, Connecticut, the Zentangle group is there, and you can become a certified Zentangle teacher. So I am, by default, I want the sister trip, and so by default, I'm coming here to the Zentangle thing. In Zentangle, as I was thinking about it, I thought, well, how am I going to introduce? So I have a group of people who are curious about this. How am I going to get them to say yes to this and kind of understand what they're learning? So what popped into my head as I was thinking that what I am teaching is a technique, but what you can do with it is limitless, totally limitless. So let me show you. The technique is, can you draw a straight line? Can you put a dot on the page, a curved line, an S shape, and an orb? If you can do that, you can learn Zentangle. It's a very meditative kind of process and a repetitive thing, so you can really just let go and get involved in it. But with these, you can come up with all kinds of different things. And Ivor has a picture to show you what that means. So all this is lines and dots and orbs and curves and S's. And you just simply put them together. And then there are some other techniques about how to put your pen to the paper, when to lift it, things like that. But it's a creation process. You learn small. We learn on the small tile. And then you take off when you're ready. And there's even more beyond this because we begin adding color to it and such. So the possibilities are endless. You give everyone a piece of paper, you show them the same thing, and you have, if you have 8 people in the room, you have 8 different versions of what's happening, and they're all beautiful. So our topic today is Mission Possible, and my subtitle is Limitless Possibilities. Limitless. So we often talk about the tools we use in Science of Mind, right? We have our affirmative prayer, we have our visioning, our visions, our visualization, our classes that we teach. We just have a lot of tools that we teach. Those are techniques. And I'm here to tell you that I've heard, well, let me rephrase this. Those are techniques, and we can go anywhere with them. I'm giving you permission to say, yes, we have a 5-step prayer. What if I miss a step in there? Does that matter? I don't think so. I think God still hears our prayer. What if I want to do the Thanksgiving first? And it's step number 4. Does that matter? I don't think so. We learn a technique, and in classes we say, do it this way. Why? So you can learn the steps, so you can learn the ideas, the principles, what is possible with this prayer. And then it's up to you to take it into your life and make it yours. When Sandy and I say grace in the evening before our meal and give thanks for our food, it is not a rote prayer. It is all the one thing in common that we always do is to thank every person and everything that brought it to us in an easy way. And beyond that, we are giving thanks for the day, the life, each other, whatever pops into our little heads, gets spoken there. Sometimes it's very short, sometimes it's long, and it doesn't matter until the food gets cold, and then I say stop. So what I want you to remember is that this life has a lot of rules in it. Some of them are very, very effective. When we drive down the street, we want to be on the side of the street that we're supposed to be on so we don't crash into other cars. We want to stop at stop signs. We want to follow the laws that help us all live together functionally. And we want to be creative also. Those things have shifted and changed through the years too, as we know. Speed limits has changed and we change with them. Roads are made and they have different rules of those roads. Some of you have to pay on now and some of them you can just drive on, but the rules change and we learn and grow. But isn't it nice that the technique for making a Model T Ford didn't stop with a Model T Ford? The idea of a car has certainly expanded. Your prayers can expand, the teachings can expand, and we are in Science of Mind that is what? Open at the top. Open at the top. And when we say that too often, we forget what that really means. Or we get boxed in with the class and the 5 steps and this and that. I want you to pray from who you are and have it meaningful to you. I want you to read the books and go, oh, I hear it now. I see it in a new way because I've grown. I want you to continue to learn and to prosper through this teaching and through this knowing. There's another rule in Zentangle that says there are no mistakes. You're using an ink pen on a piece of paper, making lines and circles, and oh my, something goes wrong and it's not where you want it, and you drew the line backwards and the pattern doesn't have it that way, but there's no mistakes. You're encouraged to keep moving, and somehow the mistakes seem to disappear. It's pretty amazing how the line that was wrong can lead you into something else that's beautiful. Or it presents some drama on the page that is really attractive. So there are no mistakes in life either. We can get on the wrong road, but what then? We have the option to return, right? We have the option to return. I would love to stand up here and say, I've never made a mistake, but I can't do that. I've made so many that I don't even want to talk about them. So step out beyond the boundaries to this wild and wonderful world that is so beautiful. The other thing is, as a child, I learned there was red, green, blue, indigo, violet, and you can mix them and do things with them. But every year I see new colors. Every year when the new car season comes out, there's new colors. they're not going to let you get bored or stuck with one color. And the same is true of your life. You don't need to be stuck in anything that seems one dimensional or even two dimensional. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. So these techniques that we have are not the power. We give them power sometimes, but they're not the power. They direct the power. The power comes from us. And we put the love into our lives. We put the joy into our lives. We express the divine in our activities. So I don't want you to get bored, really. I don't want you to get bored and stagnant. You know, Jen Fey has made up a new way of visioning. And I love that way of visioning. And when people do it the way that we've been taught in the past, that's good too. So it's nice to have a variety, I think. Terry introduced a 20-step or a 10-second, 20-second, a 20-second idea of our 5-step prayer. She said, I think we can do this and it can be effective very quickly. And we've tried that. And we could do that today. If someone wants a prayer, Terry's going to give you a 20-second spiritual mind treatment. So this is how we personalize our practices. We personalize them. Someone has an idea and we say yes to it. Sometimes we're hesitant maybe. But I also want to honor other ways that people pray in the world. And I hope that we all believe that anyone who's praying is and lifting themselves up to the divine, not just saying words, and they're feeling that it matters in the world. Right now, there are hundreds and thousands of people sitting in a room saying, I want to honor God somehow. The names are all different, but they're honoring one God, mostly, right? So we're not just here. We are mixing our energies with other people. We're meeting them in the ethers beyond this space right now. And every time we sit down and pray, whether we're alone at home, in a group on Zoom, here in this room, every time we raise the vibration to meet people who are praying at the same time and energizing our prayers. And I just love that idea. So the techniques in New Thought are just vehicles, and we get to decide where they go. We get to say yes to the techniques. We get to say, this is my way. And I'm just a word of caution. You will find people who may say, oh, you did that prayer wrong. You missed step 5. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. If you're praying, you're doing a great thing. And if you're finding something new in life, that is excellent too. And I'm wondering if you have ever had something in your life come to you, like this thought came to me with Zentangle. How am I going to say it? It just popped in, and I love it. I love it. So have things come to you spontaneously that you have since used? How do you pray? What would you like us to know? Because this is a sharing time. And I know that we have someone here who's very important to Arena. And so, Arena, I would like for you, I would like for you to be first, if you're willing, for you and your guests to come up and say something, if you're willing. Is this Gail? I didn't recognize her at first. Did you recognize me? Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I said. I thought, oh my goodness, I know that beautiful lady. Oh my gosh. It's all these beautiful old faces. I'm calling myself old as well, okay? But it's the good old friends, the good old people that I knew always. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, I am Gail, and here I am. I have been having that urge, that pull. I have been at a space where am I? Who am I? And just trying to figure out, maybe in that concentric circle that I know all is, I am at some point, some space. And so it's time for me to rise up, time for me to be in a space where I know who I am. And I do. And that's the one thing that really draws me is because I always know who I am, even when I don't know who I am. I know it's like a little bit of a complex, but I know that I am God, the universe. I'm God in every moment. I could not be God in every moment. So I'm here to pay a beautiful visit, just kind of wanting to check in with old friends, and so happy to be here. Thank you.
This is a little love fest. Gail is often with the Sterling Study Group, so that's been her home for a while, and it's good to see her. Does anyone we can have news? Give you a question, okay? Okay. Where are you giving yourself away to fear in circumstances? What are you wanting that you may be fearful because you think you can't have it, or you might not know what to do with it? What is there something that you are wanting in your life that you do not have because you're afraid? Okay.
Um, I'm afraid we might be biting off more than we can chew with the entertainment for the 40th anniversary party. So I'm going to need everybody. And just to give you a little hint what it might include, I got a crow. That's just a little bit of a hint. So if you remember that or any of the plays that we've done in the last 40 years, come talk to me about being in the entertainment.
Yes, we had the Titanic, we had Peter Pan. Stephanie's coming up.
Well, I'm not really going to answer that question
Okay, good.
because I can't. I mean, it's not coming to me what I don't have because I'm afraid of it. But there are things that I want that I do not have yet. And I know that I am here just to live life fully, whether I have what I think I want or not. I know that if I pray for something and don't get it or don't appear to get it, that there's a reason. There's something better for me to be with. And and also sometimes it doesn't feel good. But if it's all good, then even if I don't feel good or even if I feel bad, that's still good. If you know what I mean. It's still in the oneness. Like if like I've heard this from different spiritual teachers. If you always feel good all the time, if everything is always good, then you don't really know. You don't really know that it's good. Because you don't, like, if I get sick, like the other day I got a vaccine and I had a reaction to it, and I didn't expect to have a reaction because it was worse than I had had ever, and I was like out of it. But I just, I was like, well, this is just an opportunity for me to just lie down and read and rest. It was good as long as I didn't hold it as it was bad, because I could have held it was bad because I wanted to do this and now I'm not going to get to do that. But it really was all good if I just relaxed into it. And obviously there are people experiencing, including me and people I love, experiencing things that do look and feel terrible. And, it is a mystery. So I don't just, I think with this philosophy, and I've done this, so I'm just calling myself out, but I've thought, well, if somebody isn't experiencing what they want to experience, having something good all the time, maybe because they're doing something wrong. But I know better than that. I know it's not that. I know there's just a bigger picture than we're getting. Like the little kid that wants to run out into the street because they want to get their ball and their parent doesn't let them. And they're screaming because they're thinking they're losing their ball, but obviously they're not seeing the big picture. So that's the way I look at when I can't run out in the street to get my ball. Maybe there's something bigger. Definitely there's something bigger going on.
Definitely. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you.
Good morning, friends. I'm one of your new faces. I do have to go. Greetings from fabulous Las Vegas. Yes, so I actually grew up here in Northern Virginia, and I was born in Old Fairfax Hospital, the brick part, and my daughter was born in the new part. And my mother was born at Duke and Washington Street when Alexandria Hospital was there, and before it moved to 395. I never knew the center was here. My entire life I grew up here. I would drive from Woodbridge when HOV was 4 people and it stopped at Lorton to go all the way to Tyson's before Tyson's ever thought we'd ever have Metro. And so we have 2 centers in Las Vegas, and the one I attend, we have one in North Vegas. So when you think of the Strip, it's at the top on the left, and the center that I attend is at the bottom of the Strip, kind of on the right. So we try to get all of Vegas. And I have also attended a center in Orlando. There are 2 locations in Orlando, one in downtown Orlando and one just outside. So I'm back home for the weekend. My aunt had passed away last week, and my mom, we came in to visit her eldest sister that is still living. So my mother went to church with her, and I said, there's got to be a center in the Northern Virginia area someplace. And here you are. And so Reverend Faith was talking about something that just really struck me, was it always looks different, right? And I grew up, we have the federal government in our backyard. And I remember when I worked up on Capitol Hill, because I was there when we had anthrax, and that was the worst thing in the world that had ever happened, long before the world became what we know today. And you had people that could sit on opposite sides of the aisle, they'd go have a cocktail, they'd solve it, right? We need unity. And I'm challenging you for that. Because Reverend Laura is in Vegas, and God bless her. She's probably talking in Vegas right now, and I'm thinking about her here. So I send her love during her service. But Reverend Faith doesn't even know her. Reverend Laura also does Zentangle as a meditative practice, and she brought that here to the center in Las Vegas, and we have a monthly, I think it's the 3rd Saturday of the month, we have a Zentangle group. And people just come from Vegas and they come from the center and join. One thing I've noticed here, and thank you for just welcoming me with the love in this room. I've had some tears this morning because I just feel so loved. And every single one of you and those joining online, That's how I first found the center, was a YouTube video for the center in Vegas. I was like, "Where? This is in Las Vegas. I live here. I'll go." So you each have a light within you that shines. And when you're coming together in community here, you're joining our light of community in Vegas, our location at the south end, our location at the north end. You're joining that light in Orlando, the two centers there. You're joining the light in Ukraine. I didn't even know that there's a center in Ukraine. How wonderful. Two centers in Ukraine. That light is spreading. And the more you're being the hands and feet of God, because God lives within you, the more you're bringing that community together of humanity. And it's not R's and D's, and it's not us and them. You're shining that light, and that gives people courage to shine their light in one moment, 1 hour. 1 hour becomes 1 day. 1 day becomes a lifetime. And I'm really proud of this center that has stood ground for 40 years. I've been alive a little longer than that. I'm in my 50s now. But can you imagine the work you've been doing for 40 years in the DC area? This is a hell of a place to live. The traffic's crazy. It's never changed. It's never going to change. And I get the life here because I've lived it. But the light that's shining from the center joins light that's shining from us in Vegas. It's joining life across the country and now the world. That's powerful. Get that you are powerful, that I'm powerful, and he's powerful, and she's powerful. And you have a leader that's bringing that light to remind us when we need that reminder. And I think that's why I came this morning. Because when you ask that question, and I'm thinking, that's something I've been struggling with. How do I shine my light? And what is Vegas known for? Lights. Exactly. It's the first thing you think of besides all the other stuff. You think of light. And the light, you remember that pyramid, the Luxor, and it shines, you can see it in space? They've dimmed it because the flights coming in from Vegas never stopped. They didn't stop in the pandemic. Well, they didn't bring people. They were bringing supplies and things. However, that light never shines. And even though it feels dim, your light shines the way you shine. You take that moment and you're breathing and you're being in the moment, being the hands and feet of God. Next thing you know, it encourages me to shine. It's encouraging the person I'm sitting next to on the plane on Tuesday to shine. And I bring that love from this community and I get to share it with my community there. You know, it just all comes together that way. And I thank you for your welcome. Thank you.
Are you a reverend in your name?
I am not a reverend. I have, I did my first Reiki training here in Vienna at Terra Christa with Ruth, and her daughter Michelle now runs Terra Christa. She's had partnership with her mother for many years. But I did my Reiki master training in 2003, and I've always been in this work. And I did ask Reverend Laura about practitioner training.
Good.
So she's been kind of after me, Viv, when are you going to take the classes? And I'm going, Reverend Laura, my daughter's a senior in high school now, so y'all pray for me. I got it. I've got one child, thank God, and she's a senior in high school. I need some prayer, y'all. So yes, I probably will find another way to a class, but y'all are stuck with me now.
Thank you. I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you found us. And let's just take a moment in prayer. How's that sound? Let's just take that holy breath. That holy breath. And how good it is to know that this an energy of love is beyond our imagination, into dimensions that stretch beyond, up into the sky, between the stars, and further this energy goes. The energy of love that has been expressed here today is truly all there is. And it's up to us to recognize it, to understand it, that it is us. And we have the ability to shine that out into the world. And as you speak a word of each one of us expressing that powerful love so fully and completely, that we do become that beacon of light in Washington, D.C., that we are here and people find us because of the light that is here. As we talk with people and they say, "What do you know that I don't know?" So, how good it is to remember God, to remember a faith of this teaching and a faith of ourselves, to lift ourselves higher and higher, to affirm and declare that all is good, that all is right. And somehow, with our limited vision, we can open our eyes and begin to see that. We can become unlimited because that's how the possibilities are. So I give thanks for clarity. I give thanks for peace and joy and health and love. And each and every person sending blessings out into the world. And so it is. And now we have more music with Doug. Let's give him a hand.
I believe we had a theme of hope today. It's a little song about hope and not giving up. I'm no kid in a kid's game. Did what I did. I've got no one to blame. But I don't give up. No, I never give up. It's all I've got. It's my claim to fame. I'm no fighter, but I'm fighting. This whole world seems uninviting. But I don't give up. No, I never give up. I fall down sometimes, sometimes I come back flying. Liars are lying, airplanes are flying. Love isn't here, but it's somewhere. Time to forget me, but something won't let me. Love isn't here, but it's somewhere. I cleaned up and I washed up this dream. I don't ever give up, and I don't give up. No, I never give up. I don't give up. No, I never give up. I don't give up. No, I never give up.
Didn't I promise you a wonderful service? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's give a round of applause to Reverend Faith. Thank you, Reverend Faith. And to Doug. Thank you, Doug. He came from a beautiful state of Maryland. You see how we all came from different parts of the world and the United States. So, announcements. If you think that the Celebration Center is only about the Sunday gathering, you are wrong. We have lots of other activities. And one is available today, which is very interesting because if you're interested in what center is, what it is thinking about, what it is dreaming about, today is the right day to be here or on Zoom after the Sunday gathering for our board meeting. We have a fabulous board. By the way, board, please stand up. Let's give you a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. Thank you for your love. So that will happen after the service. It will be available on Zoom. And if you would like to, in person and on Zoom, if you would like to do it on Zoom, please go to celebrationcenter.org and there is Zoom button and you can enter the board meeting. Next Sunday, again, after the service, Sunday gathering, we have our monthly healing group. So please put that on your calendar. And I have a special announcement that you already heard. We are celebrating our 40th anniversary. So, with great joy and gratitude, we invite you to celebrate the 40th anniversary of our spiritual center, offering community inspiration and solace for 4 decades. Whether you have joined us recently or you have been here since the beginning or just were here, then left, then back, just come and celebrate this time of Celebration Center that brought us all together like new friends and old friends. So there are two RSVP. There is a special button on the website. So please again go to the celebrationcenter.org and Terry is coming. Yes. This is that special button, if you didn't see that. So, and please, please, please treat yourself with that coming together and being with friends that you know, people that you don't know. It is always such a nice treatment to our souls. So, and with that, let's go to our blessings and the financial donations and the blessings of the prayer requests. So you can fill the prayer request on the green card and put it in a basket. You also can do it through the website. Again, celebrationcenter.org. There is a special button to receive to receive a prayer. And practitioners are available here. I am here. Gail is here. Reverend Faith is here. Please give yourself this opportunity to pray with a practitioner. We have a special room and we call it 1 minute miracle. So please do that. And so we very gratefully accept financial donations. And if you would like to support the Celebration Center, there are so many ways to do it. You can use this QR code and you can again go to celebrationcenter.org and there is another button to give. We're very buttony. I don't know if it means something else, but there are just lots of buttons. We have a button for everything. Easy, like Reverend Faith used to have this button, easy button. Yeah, so all our buttons are easy. So, and if you would like, if you still like to send us mail, we also gratefully receive that. And again, go to the celebrationcenter.org and you'll find our mail address there. And with that, I invite Rich to bless our financial donations and the prayer requests.
Or you can press a button. So let us recite our offertory affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Let us pray. We now bless all the gifts that are donated now or coming to the center, as we know they are generously given from the spirit and love within as we practice the law of circulation. Money is energy. We express gratitude for this flow of energy of good that is motivated by love and spirit within. These gifts come into the center and go back out to benefit the community and then come back to us multiplied as good is multiplied. We know that all the prayers submitted or in submission are answered as they are thought and written. Everyone making a request is already blessed and divine, and these prayers and affirmations are set in motion right now. And I do give thanks that this is so, and so it is.
And with that, I invite Doug for the closing song.
I'd like to thank Celebration Center for having me in this morning. Thank you, folks, for being here in the room, and all the folks out online today. I'd like to lead us out with a little something to sing along to, if you feel so led. I think you'll find your part here. Love is but a song we sing, fears the way we die. You can make the mountains ring or make the angels cry. Though the dove is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. That's it. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. When the one that's left us here returns for us at last, we are but a moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Beautiful. If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both, but there at your command. Here we go. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. I said, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now. Right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Doug, for being with us. Let's give him another round of applause, and then give yourself a round of applause, because we all did it. Without each of us, it won't be the same wonderful time. And let's take a deep breath and let it go. And let's say our affirmations. My life is a prayer. I am the light of God. My light is bright. My light is healing. My light is joy. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please stay for the board. Come back. We'll be happy to have you all. Thank you.